Well, finally down here in Sydney, looking at some of the stuff. Going down here to the Barangaroo Desert Reserve. Actually, I have a young woman sit by me by the train for a lot of the way, and turned out that she was Aboriginal and European heritage. But so this is my room in Sydney. It was built in 1915, 1916. It is a pub downstairs. Which reminds me of an old building. But in a lot of ways you can't get a nicer spot. It's good. It's nice to have a little balcony. Quite a bit or whatever. She wants to change her profession and become a teacher. I wished her the best. That's the hotel that I'm staying in. It's kind of a niche, old pub type. Similar actually to some of the ones that I stayed in Germany and stuff. This is a beautiful day out. Went to the part of Chinatown this morning. Probably include some of it in a video I can save. Young girl that I was sitting by, and she was 26. She had 2 kids. Said that her father was Aboriginal and that her grandfather wasn't considered a person until after 1967. And asked me if I knew that. And then I told her yes, I did know it. But when I've asked a lot of Americans if they knew that Aboriginals were under the legal authority of what we consider the fish and game up until 1964. Which had been established both by the government and by the religious organizations as policy up until then. But in talking to her, it was similar to just because you sign a document saying people are free. But anyway, her grandfather wasn't considered a human being until after 1967. She said that she was making good money in some tech office, but she said all she did is sit there and enter data and stuff. And she wanted to teach modern history. Which would include, and she had said that she wanted to talk about what had taken place with the Aboriginals and other groups, which I think you have to go back and recognize the past. And she did say that it wasn't her goal to blame anybody, nor is it mine, but just have some kind of an understanding of what history really was and try to make some kind of I don't know, baseline or something start, simply because my family on both sides, mom and dad's both sides, own slaves. I'm not responsible for it. I'm responsible for what happens in the future. I'm responsible for accepting that irregardless of whatever excuses you come up with. But I hope, and I told her, that I hope her generation does reach a point that you can talk about what happened to indigenous groups all over the world. I don't know, maybe at some point people will start thinking critically. I know I've got family members that gave their life for what they thought was right. And some of them lived with the consequence of it. Little needlefish. Definitely a summer day out here. Some cafes and stuff down here along the shoreline. See some people up there on top of the bridge taking their tour over the famous Sydney Harbour Bridge. I'll walk over there. Boy, there's some nice restaurants back there, sitting in the shade with lounges and stuff. Sit out there and have a mojito